Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me warmly welcome the head of the delegation and all delegation members. Your Excellencies, Luxembourg national law adopted 2017 facilitates to the acquisition national and contains several provisions aimed at preventing reducing statelessness. At the same time, Luxembourg, of course, ratified two of the main conventions, which including by the UNHCR Board and the stateless persons at the same time, 1954 and 1961. Many trainings was including especially directly during this year, especially we get the reporting information on the additional from UNHCR. But at the same time, the right of persons applying for the stateless status to reside in Luxembourg is not protected by law, nor is it automatically recognized upon obtaining such a status, which is not in line with ratified treaty bodies. We have many statistics about the refugees, asylum seekers, statistic data, and the stateless persons, including in your country. But there are some points on the national legislation. I will go directly to them, especially about the 6 months after granting refugee status, especially when you are not including information about family reunification of the persons. If you are not including this information, after the 6 months, you must give some information, ensuring with housing, suitable housing, and especially health insurance questions. How the state delegation thinking about this? Isn't this requirement limiting process of the reunification, especially women with children, family reunification questions? During this January 2025, the response of the Minister of Justice Elizabeth Mark and Minister of Interior Leon Gloden to a parliamentary inquiry shed light in the complex situation of stateless persons in Luxembourg. In order to receive state aid, a valid identity card must be presented. If a person does not meet these requirements, the only option is to apply in non-governmental organizations and charitable foundations. As earlier, head of delegation said that the problem of financial support of NGOs to coming to participate in our dialogue, then it's big questions, problematic in the nationality questions too, how to support them. But what if they have not these documents? I say about the stateless persons. How are you resolving these questions? How if they not the documents, and if they out of European Union? We say reunification and identification process, the people who out of European Union borders. At the same time, I will go to the exact questions, especially on the implementation. Especially identification and naturalization process of women and children after the adoption of your new constitution, which is very important and changed in your national legislation. Obtaining citizenship for stateless adoption children remains a challenge and worsened by improved adoption practices, by parents desperate to have a child of their own, especially bureaucratic procedures and long-term procedures. You adopted in 2002, ratified the Inter-Country Adoption Hague Convention, but at the same time, how you are implementing it, how practically implementing, especially on the process of marriage with foreign citizens, and we say go back to the family reunification questions at the same time, implementation on adoption questions. Where are the measures to ensure citizenship for children who were born abroad prior to the coming into effect of new amendments? We say about the mothers and children reunification and family reunification back. And I will ask two statistic data, of course, if you have, because I didn't find in the UNHCR information about this, especially a number of foreign wives who applied for the permanent residence in past 5 years, and the number of cases granted or denied and justification or provided. And the second statistic data, if you have, of course, the number of foreign wives who applied for the government to be registered as a citizen in the past 5 years, and the number of the cases granted or denied and justification provided. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And then the floor is for the delegation, and I hope to